So like we mentioned before, the phylum Bryophyta is classified into three main divisions. We have division Hepaticophyta, division Anthocerotophyta, and division Bryophytes. So in the previous video, we looked at the division Hepaticophyta. In this video, we'll continue with the Anthocerotophyta and Bryophytes. So, division Anthocerotophyta. The gametophyte is undifferentiated thallus. If you look at the gametophyte, this is the gametophyte of this plant. It is an undifferentiated thallus. It does not have leaf, it does not have a stem, and it does not have root-like structure. So it is really undifferentiated. You cannot tell the leaf from the stem, you cannot tell the stem from the leaf-like structures. So that's why it is called an undifferentiated thallus. Then the rhizoids are unicellular and unbranched. This is very important as well. The rhizoids, they are the root-like structures. What I'm trying to say here is that they are unicellular, made up of one cell, and they are unbranched. They are unbranched. Then the protonema stage is absent. This protonema stage is actually the young gametophyte. It is the young gametophyte. And it is absent gametophyte. It is absent in Anthocerotophyta. In Bryophyta or in Bryophytes, it is present. Then the sporophyte is undifferentiated into root and capsule. The sporophyte is differentiated into root and capsule. There is no seta. So you must note this. Then as regards to its reproduction, it is similar to that of the Hepaticophyte. So asexual reproduction can occur by fragmentation. Then sexual reproduction can be monoecious, it can be dioecious, and you know what this means. If both male and female parts of the gametophyte are found on one gametophyte plant, then it is said to be monoecious or bisexual. Then if they are found on separate stands, it is referred to as the dioecious or unisexual plant. Examples of Anthocerotophytes are Anthocerots and Dendroceros. So these are examples of the Anthocerotophytes. Then let's look at the last division, which is the division Bryophyta. So these are actually what is referred to as the most plant, right? So the bryophytes, they are differentiated into stem-like, leaf-like, and root-like structures. Very important. So this is an example of a bryophyte. It has stem-like, it has leaf-like, and it has root-like structures. So the stem-like structures, they are called the colloid, the leaf-like structure are called the phylloid, and the root-like structure are called the rhizoid. So this is the rhizoid. They are not true roots. This is the stem-like structure is called the colloid, while colloid, while the leaf-like structure is called the phylloid. So this is very important. Then another feature of the bryophyte is that the protonema stage is present. In Anthocerotophytes, protonema stage is what? Absent. In bryophytes, protonema stage is what? Is present. Like I said, the protonema stage is the juvenile or the young. It is called the young gametophyte plant. So that's the protonema stage. Then another feature is that the sporophyte has root, it has foot, it has seta, and it has capsule. And we're going to look at that when we look at the life cycle of the bryophytes. In Anthocerotophytes, the sporophyte has only foot and capsule. There is no what? No seta. So you must know this difference between Anthocerotophytes and bryophytes. Then they have no vascular tissue. Then the rhizoids are multicellular and branched. These rhizoids, they are multicellular, they contain many cells and they are branched. Then the bryophytes, like we've said before, they are found in rainy and humid environment. An environment that is raining and in a wet environment. Then also they have no mesophyll or no stomata. These are structures that are found in a typical plant. They are plants, bryophytes are plants, but they are not well developed plants. So mesophyll and stomata, they are plants, they are structures that are found in well developed plants. So examples of the bryophytes are Funaria, Polytrichum, Ceratodon, and Sphagnum. You must remember these four examples: Funaria, Polytrichum, Serum, and Sphagnum. Very important. The Sphagnum is also known as pit moss. So let's look at the life cycle of Bryophyta. So the life cycle of Bryophyta starts with the gametophyte plant. The gametophyte plant, the female part of it is called the archegonium. So this is the female part. This is the female part of the plant. It is called the archegonium. You can see it here. And the archegonium contains egg. Contains egg. Then this is the male part of the plant. The male part. And it is called the antheridium. It contains the sperm. So during reproduction, the sperm swims from, or the archegonium swims from here, from the male part of the plant to the female part of the plant through the tiny film of water that is present. That is why they are found in a wet environment, so that they can be able to carry out reproduction. And that is why they are called the amphibians of the plant kingdom. So the sperm will swim through the thin film of water to the archegonium. So when the sperm swims from here down to the archegonium, it causes fertilization of the egg. So when the egg has fertilized, a zygote is formed. And this is what you have here. You can see the arrow pointing here. So this is the zygote. The zygote then develops into the sporophyte plant. It germinates. On getting to a suitable substratum, this zygote germinates into what? A sporophyte plant. And the sporophyte plant consists of the root, which is the part that is on the archegonium, inside the archegonium. We have the seta, which acts as the stalk. Then we have the capsule that contains the spores. So capsule contains spores, seta acts as the stalk or the stem. You must note this. Then the foot is acting like the root, and it is the part that is on the archegonium, inside the archegonium. So like we said in bryophytes, the sporophyte consists of, the sporophyte plant has the foot, it has the seta, and it has capsule. In Anthocerotophytes, foot is present, capsule is present, but there is no what? No seta, no stalk. So when this sporophyte is now mature, the capsule contains a lot of spores, and these spores undergoes meiosis. They undergo meiosis to produce meiospores. Then these meiospores, on getting to a suitable substratum, now develops into what? The protonema, which is the young gametophyte plant. You can see the root-like structure. You can see. So this protonema, after some time, then develops into the what? Gametophyte plant. So this is everything that you just need to know about the life cycle of the bryophyta. So with this, we come to the end of this lesson.